Okay, I'm back again. Since we're talking about Earth Day, I found another one of the Lorax's favorite books. Let's see what this story tells us about Earth Day. This one is called Earth Day Every Day by Lisa Bullard, illustrated by Xiao Zin. Earth Day Every Day. Notice this book also has a table of contents. It tells us Chapter 1, What a Mess. We're going to use our scale of prediction. What do you think she's talking about when she says, what a mess? Chapter 2, Miss Big Mouth. Why do you think there's a chapter called Miss Big Mouth? I don't know what a big mouth would have to do with Earth Day. And Chapter 3 says, My Family's Earth Day. Then there's an activity for composting with worms, the glossary, which tells us how to define some of the words we might need. We've talked about these already in another book. And to learn more, and an index as well. What do you think we would find in the index? Let's take a peek real quick. The index is on the last page. Oh, look, it says Earth Day. It says the words Earth Day on pages 10 and 11 and 14 and 16. It also talks about helping the animals on pages 14 and 15. It talks about planting trees on 12 and 13. Oh, page 16 has reusing. So that might be a reason that I would look at the index in the back of the book. If I said, I don't really need the whole story, I just want to learn about reusing, I could save myself several pages of reading and go right straight to that page. Chapter 1. The title of this chapter is called What a Mess. My name's Trina. I'm an Earthling. I live here on planet Earth. So do trees and bees and manatees. And unless you're from Mars, you're an Earthling too. People don't always take good care of our Earth home. We do things that hurt the Earth. We make the air dirty. We throw away too much. We waste power. She's showing some examples of things that we do. Look at her expression. She notices that this car needs a tune-up because it's puffing out dark smoke. When cars are running well, they have a white color smoke. The lawnmower also needs a tune-up. Look at the dark smoke coming out. Those are both called air pollution. Look, there's 2 garbage cans full of trash. I think she's disappointed because maybe some of the things that are in the trash cans could be recycled or reused. Mom says people should clean up their own messes. I don't think the mom is talking about pollution when she's pointing to her to tell her to clean up her blocks. But she's using her brain to think about how what mom says about the blocks might be true about how we take care of the earth. Earthlings made this earth mess, so we earthlings should fix it. It's a job for everyone. If you notice here, it's showing more pollution coming from something like an incinerator. The big smokestacks could be an incinerator or they could be a factory. She's showing you and giving a hint as to one way we could help the earth. Chapter 2. Here's the one I don't understand. Miss Big Mouth. My brother calls me Miss Big Mouth. So I used my big mouth to help the earth. Last week, I asked everyone I know to plan something for Earth Day. Today was finally The big day. Earth Day happens once a year on April 22nd. On that day, people everywhere remember to help the earth. Earth Day also reminds us to take care of the earth all year long. If you start good habits on Earth Day, then you can think back in a year to see how many things did you change from one year to the next. My teacher taught my class how to plant trees. Everyone got to help. Some days our trees will grow to be much taller than we are. They'll make good homes for birds. You can also plant special gardens to feed bees and butterflies. And trees and plants aren't just helpful to animals. They also clean the air we breathe. My friends formed an Earth Day club. We had our first meeting at lunch. Earth's problems mean problems for animals too. Even my favorite tigers are having trouble. So our club decided to save money to help animals. People have formed many groups to help animals in trouble. The groups find ways to protect animals and the places they live. They study the animals to figure out new ways to help them. You can learn more about these groups on the internet. Ask your teacher or a parent to help you look. My Family's Earth Day, Chapter 3. My family and neighbors had an Earth Day trade. Everybody brought stuff they don't need anymore. We traded for things we want. Mom wouldn't let me trade my brother, so I traded an old puzzle for a soccer ball. It's better for the earth when we reuse old things. Reuse means to use something again. Then it doesn't end up in the trash or a landfill or an incinerator. You also don't need to buy new things. Trading and reusing helps the earth. Now my family is having a special Earth night. We turned off the TV and the computer. That way we don't use as much power. Instead, we're playing board games. My dog Daisy and I are winning. Using power can make the air dirty, so turn off the lights and machines whenever you can. Playing outside instead of playing video games. Saving power helps save the earth. What is something else you might could do instead of playing board games if you don't like them? Maybe you could go in the driveway and play hopscotch, or Foursquare, or draw pictures. There might be lots of things you can try. What are some games that your mom and dad might have played when they were on the playground as kids that they could teach you? Maybe you can use your big mouth too. Together we can talk to everyone about helping the earth. We'll ask people to make it Earth Day every day. Then we can find other ways to save the earth tomorrow. This activity talks about composting with worms. If you throw out some of your scraps, you need to ask your parents first. But what if you save apple cores or banana peels and put them on the plants in your yard? That makes the dirt better so that the plants can grow good. We also have a glossary here for compost. That means to turn things like vegetable peels or leaves into something that helps plants grow. Earth Day is a special day for people around the world to help the planet. An earthling is someone who lives on planet Earth. We know what manatees are. They're large, peaceful swimming mammals. Protect, that means to keep something from being hurt. And reuse means to use something again. Can you think of ideas that aren't in the book? What are some things that you and your family do around your house that are good for the earth? The end.